Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and today we're going to be making an attempt at the Cabi Sweets Challenge. So, from what I'm looking at for the rules of the challenge, this challenge is very heavily wants you to rely on your basic. So, let's go over what's necessary for the challenge first, and then we'll get into everything else. So, for your starting setup, you have to have, first of all, for your Arcana, Bolt Rail, Fiery Yo-Yo, or Volt Disc. I chose Bolt Rail because for what I'm working with, it's generally the most reliable basic out there of these three choices. Generally for critical hit builds, I tend to like things like Perforating Jet, the Wind Claws, whatever they're called, I think it's Severing Slash, or Bladed Vine, but Bolt Rail is right up there. I find Bolt Rail to be very reliable. Now, one thing I just noticed, though, is that when using Fueled Berserk, the knockback is an issue. So let me test something. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. It's probably one of the first times I've just flat out changed my mind during an episode like this. Like, here's what we're starting with. No, it's not. No, it's not. Birds are having a field day out there because there are birds out on our balcony. And they're just talking back and forth, and honestly, it's very cute. So, Fiery Yo-Yo, dash any. So I'm going with Wavefront. I know it's different. I'm different from what I usually do, but at the same time, it's common enough that it shouldn't be a surprise. Standard, Fueled Berserk. Okay, and for your signature, we're going Fading Petal. And what this promises to do is make it easier to pull enemies within range of my basic. So there we go. Your starting robe will be the Awe Robe. Sweet. And starting relic, any Cabi's relic. So basically any of the candy relics. I chose Cabi's Cotton Candy. To me, that just seemed like the best choice considering the range of the original range of the Arcana I was going to use, but it also works out well for the range of this Arcana as well, so we're sticking with it. Alright, so I have the list of things that are allowed and things that are not allowed up in front of me here. I will, of course, be referring back to that as frequently as possible in order to ensure that everything goes as smoothly as possible. No, not Sky Palace. That's where I'd like to go later. Yep, we'll start in the Chilling Dungeons. I'd like to just get that out of the way. And of course, no Sky Palace for me. Alright, so right off the bat, I would love to get Cabi's Raw Chocolate. I was kind of hoping to hit the Sky Palace, later in the run, but alright. There we go. Admittedly, Fading Petal is a good deal stronger on the signature spell side than I was giving it credit for. To be fair, I wasn't sure what to expect. Yeah, well, that wasn't smart. Okay, so I haven't really played around with Fading Petal that much. One thing I do like about it as a signature is that it's very powerful and hits in a 360-degree arc. I guess arc isn't the right word. It hits in a circle all around you. That's the more appropriate word. Please note, do not say this line to your next door neighbor. The resulting interaction will not end well. Okay, Fading Petal also just does a lot of damage in general. I was not aware of this. Alright, so this is going to lead to similar revelations like when I tested out Aqua Vortex, I feel. Ah, thank you. I'll gladly take that. I don't think I can take any of the rest of that, though. Ah, shame. I unfortunately can't interact with Dr. Song at all, thanks to... limited relics is already an issue, but... on the Wizard of Legend Discord, the challenges were specifically updated to say you cannot use Nocturne or Dr. Song. So, sadness. I can no longer trade Arcana for health and a new relic with my favorite doctor. There we go. Now I'm curious about something. See, one of the things I would like is if I could take Demi's Teapot to improve the duration of Field Berserk, but looks like that is not in the approved relics list. Okay, could you stop now? Okay, is it just random how many times they just sit there and just spike up? Seriously, you little icy bastards are... I'm not gonna say the worst, but you know I was going to. You guys are awful, especially in comparison to all these other things that are actually much, much worse. Okay, Dice of the Nemesis is allowed, so mine. I don't think any of the rest of this is, though. Alright, Dice of the Nemesis already friends to make this run a little too easy. I say that, and then later on I'm gonna be like, oh my god, that was crazy. Absorption Coil, can I take that? Can I take the Absorption Coil? Nope. Oh well. Not that that was high up on my list anyway, but... You know, no Absorption Coil. I'm also not highly expecting to be able to pick up any other Arcana, as the only other ones allowed are... there's only 4 other allowed Arcana, and to be fair, I don't often see them crop up. So I guess we will see. There we go. See, that's perfect. I can do the same thing with Fading Petal that I did with Aqua Vortex and use it as like a linker in the middle of my combos. Once again, made Killer Instinct reference. Now let's hope that I don't have to put up with combo breakers. It's got a nice wide hit on it too. Alright. Well, I mean, I can upgrade both of these. I see no reason not to. As for the 4 Arcana that I am allowed to take, I could take homing flares, magnetic follow-up, which would be nice considering the focus on the basic, evading Zephyr or Mag Spear. So here's hoping that I run into one of those. Owie. Okay, you guys piss off. God, I hate things. Not as much as I hate Earth enemies, but hey, they're both pretty annoying. Am I allowed to upgrade my robe? Yeah, of course I can't, actually. Normally you're allowed to upgrade your robe, I'm just not sure if I can right now. So what I will do is I'll come back when I have the money, assume that I can upgrade my robe, and if I'm wrong, then oh well. Alright, so I would take the 2 stones if it were possible. It is not possible. Okay, so the only other thing on this floor that I could possibly spend my money on is the robe upgrade. And even that is just an assumption. There we go. Hey. I could have sworn that you had vanished. Little jerk treated me. It doesn't help anything that I'm just a big old idiot anyway, but... I feel beat, regardless. There we go. Not bad, eh? God, it's this room. And of course, those guys don't go down easily because why would anything, go positive? Alright, at least I made it out of that room without too many issues. I've said this before, but yeah, Dale North really knocked it out of the park with the compositions for this game. Like, real honestly, if you guys haven't checked out the full soundtrack for this game, well, first of all, it's nothing that you're not expecting. I'm just gonna say that right now. But it's all of his compositions were done so well. Like I said, in most instances, it's okay to boost your robe, so I'm just going to assume that it's okay in this instance and hoping I'm not wrong. Alright, definitely liking Fueled Berserk. I, for some reason, only really run Fueled Berserk with Earth Knuckles, because it's one of the few ways to really make Earth Knuckles good. At least in my opinion. I know that there are a lot of people out there that really dig the Earth Knuckles, but to me, power alone is not the sign of a great spell. Now, how dare you hit me with bubbles? I'll hit you with a bubble of my own. A lava bubble. Ooh. So edgy. Edgy and tense. Yeah! Alright, so far this challenge is nothing too far out of the ordinary. Dare I say, I'm actually enjoying the chance to really practice getting punched in the face by a big old Titan slime. I forget what the name of this enemy is, but suffice it to say I don't remember it, nor do I particularly care, so I'm just calling him Big Ugly. So, and my advice of the day, don't get punched by Big Ugly. Excuse me, guys, could you maybe not do this? Okay, it was supposed to be straight to the right, but of course, that minor little finger slip, and oh, you wanted to go diagonal, right? No, actually, that was very much not what I wanted to do. Hold on, Fading Petal. Summons an additional petal that deals additional damage. Okay, because I was noticing anytime I was trying to do one, or not anytime, but when I was trying to use just one petal, the game was just going, two of them. And I was wondering if that was something I was doing wrong, or if that was just the idea that the spell mechanic is sensitive, or what. Turns out it's just really sensitive. Howie. God, I love that. Alright. Anything allowed here? Nope. Alright, I mean, it doesn't hurt to look. I can't exactly blame Iris for not stocking the things that I want, because, honestly, how is she to know what my challenge schedule looks like? Hey, what happened to Wavefront? God, it is really sensitive. Like, if you hold down B for like even like one extra frame, it just throws both of them out immediately. Like, that is an Arcana that I feel could definitely benefit from only activating once on a press of the B button, and that's it. I don't think there's anything here I can take. Again, it's a shame because there are things that I would like to take, like the Mirror Shield, but I don't see that on my list. Yeah, no, that's a no-go. And I'm not allowed to gamble with Nocturne the Cardist, which is fine. I kind of like what I have at the moment anyway. And I don't really see any reason to continue going on this floor, so let's call it good. Alright, Dice of the Nemesis are just killing it. I am loving this. Alright, so looking over the list of things that I can take, I can see a couple of things that I would definitely like to get my hands on. Namely, Crimson Clover, because of course. But I'm also seeing that, you know, Evening Gloves would help boost my signature charge gains. Okay, why is Chrono Gloves even allowed? They don't do anything. I'd also not be against Electrifying Smock. Oh, hello, Cabi. Or you're not Cabi, you're Taffy. Cabi probably named you. There we go. I can't take that, but I'm happy I got it. Owie. I'll be so happy when this finally does neutral damage. Also, at this point, I'd be happy with any Cabi's relic, save for Cabi's citrus sweets, which, of course, have the noticeable problem of they have, like, some of the greatest knockback of anything in the game, but that's because it's based on ball lightning and not just, like, you know, a simple spark or something. And ball lightning has incredibly large knockback values. Not that I'm telling you guys anything you don't already know. I mean, for what it's worth, I might as well just be telling you guys, hey, did you know water's wet? It's amazing, isn't it? Greatest scientific discovery of our time. I didn't even know that. Ooh, cinnamon dots. Definitely take that. I would love to be able to take Merchant's card, but I am not playing for myself. I am playing for a challenge. I would be raising money for charity if, you know, if I thought that this was, one, being live streamed, or two, that I had enough of a pull to get much for any charity. Much as I would like to be, I am not games done quick, or Markiplier for that matter. Does he still do gaming stuff for charity? I don't even know. I haven't really kept up with Markiplier all that much. I mean, that could very well just be a I'm an awful person thing, but there we go. And all in all, I'm pretty sure I've got this challenge in the bag, but I don't want to say, oh, I've already won. I don't need to think about this anymore, because that's when the challenge sneaks up on me. Oh, hey, Mag Sphere. That's a little bit of projectile defense for me. Okay, so it does nothing about that. Nor did I expect it to, but you know, it was worth experimenting to see if that counted as a traditional projectile that I could grab with Mag Sphere and protect myself from, but there we go. I cannot take that, nor can I take the map. Also, oh yeah, Taffy. Hey, can we just allow Nox to show up? I just want the friggin' Crimson Clover. Is that asking too much? Yes, Dark Sage. Yes, it is. Oh, well, shut my mouth. Goes to show what I know. Yeah, Mag Sphere is a very interesting one. It just creates that static field around you that just grabs projectiles and protects you from them while making them circle around you like a psychotic orbital. Case in point, I really like Mag Sphere, but I've never really felt the need to highlight it. It's another one of those things where it's a spell that I like, but don't really draw attention to, like, well, I guess like Gale Force Alignment. It's kind of the classic example, at least for my gameplay. Sir, can you stop being a jerk? Okay, trying to dart around 3 Lancers here, one of them being Element. Oh, and now we've got Hammer Pants. Lovely. See, that is an example of if you need to corral your enemies or like move backwards to retreat, do so into an area you've already been so you don't attract new attention. And that is the problem that you saw there, is that I was just drawing more and more attention to myself when I was trying to get away from enemies. So there's a mistake that you should learn from it. You know, I've had people approach me and asking if I would make a guide for Wisdom of Legend. And the idea hadn't come to mind until they brought it up, but I like the idea. But that is definitely one of the points that I would highlight, is that excuse me, please work. There we go. Is that there's going to be times where you need to make a retreat, and when that happens, you need to be retreating to an area that's already been cleared, lest you draw even more attention, and then it all just kind of goes crazy from there. Alright, I saw Evading Zephyr up here. I see no reason not to take it. Okay, so how does the Evading Zephyr work? While you are moving, okay. Do you have anything good? Well, you've got good things for me, but I can't take any of them. I will take this potion, though. And I have yet to find the red portal. I'm hoping that it's Nox, and hoping further that he's got a Crimson Clover for me to pick up. By the way, this is the sort of run that would highly benefit from Demi's Teapot, but no, you don't get to pick that up. Why would you think you could pick up anything interesting or relatable? Well, that was horrible. Alright, that was a big problem. I wish I hadn't gotten hit by that attack, because that basically nullified that potion almost entirely. And of course, Mag Sphere doesn't do anything to help out against these guys. Hold on. So, does it count? Hold on. So does it count while you're attacking as moving? Because I figured while you were moving was, you know, like actually like while you were like, you know, sprinting and pacing and whatnot. But if they mean like, you know, you can be waggling your finger and you're invincible, then just do that all the time. Is there anything here I can take? Considering the nature of the run, I would love to be able to pick up Gloves of Gambit or the Analytical Monocle. Nope. Okay. Well, screw me then. Alright. At least I looked without just assuming and going, oh, I really want that. Because that's how you fail a challenge. I mean, aside from just playing poorly. Which at least today I'm not hashtag playing while sleeping. Okay, stop. And when you only have one avenue for really attacking, and it's situated almost directly in front of you, it really makes things difficult. You have to seriously just corral everything into that one little line that you can actually be aggressive with, and the only time you get to really attack in any sort of circle around you is when you have your signature. Oh, okay. The game just decided that I couldn't. Alright. That was disappointing. I don't even know what to say about that. That's really lame. Alright, so, in usual fashion, what happens during these challenges is you get really comfortable with how the challenge works on floor 1. On floor 2, you hope to find stuff that makes the challenge easier, because on floor 3, everything goes to pot. Well, glad I know that now, and also a little bit disappointed that I failed what is supposed to be a 1-star challenge. Simultaneously, I think that that's a bit of a lie, because, you know, you're not allowed to attack in any direction other than right in front of you, and that's what's making this difficult. Okay, so maybe Volt Disc would be a better option. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I know this was a disappointing way for things to end, but hopefully next time we do this challenge, we'll have it in the bag. Drop me a like, leave me a comment. Links to my social media will be in the description. And hey, don't forget to vote on that poll. I know we've got a little while to go, but simultaneously, I'm really interested in seeing which character you guys are interested in on this one. So, thank you for spending your free time with me, and I'll catch you guys later. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I'm gonna go cry in the corner now.